Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today in the video I want to tell you how the fastest method how you can pay off your debt, pay off maybe loan debt that you have borrowed or you have collected from a friend, from individual, or from a lender, from a lending company, or from a bank. Truly, have you ever got yourself involved in a serious financial challenge that's very tough, and you think, how would you come out of it? Normally, nobody would like how to borrow. Nobody love how to go to. Nobody would like to borrow. It is something that happens in people's life that makes people to go about to lend money from others or to get some loans to ease up that kind of huge financial problems that the person have gone into. Such happened to me. So today in the video I want to tell you how I've used through my own personal experience to go out of debt. My dear, it was like falling into an abyss. I've never borrowed before, I've never lent it, and even if I will owe a friend or a family member some kind of money, it will be very little cash, like 5k, 3k, not something that is above 50,000. But something happened in my life, like in my last video that I did. I was talking about how armed robbers broke into my home, my former home, and they carted away with my properties that I use in making videos, just like this one. So with phone, and you know how expensive and economic situation that we find in our country, how will I be able to go and get a very good phone for to continue creating my content, and also a laptop? So it wasn't an easy thing to get this to be done within a space of a month, because I did not have a very huge savings and keep that. I would just go and lay hands on, just begin to purchase, get a new phone and a new laptop. So it wasn't easy. I just thought, what else would I be able to do? So I had to go into borrowing. You know, the main solution to paying off loan or paying off debt is never for you to get involved at all. Never you get. But then to borrow or to lend money from somebody, or to maybe get a loan from individual, from bank, from lending houses or borrowing house, it could help to ease off all those. It could help you to solve some of the problems, some of the financial. So what are the methods that I use? What are the strategies that I use in paying off those debts off my neck? So in this video, so guys, how did I do it? The very first strategies I used in paying off that debt was to use what is called debt snowball. As in, you know, it's to pay debt snowball, you don't have to pick the very little bits of all the money that comes in, target the most heavy rates, because normally when you borrow, you normally pay interest. So when you want to snowball the paying off of your debt, is for you to pick every bit of money that is available. You go to target the most bigger one, just as fast as possible. Another thing I used was, the second thing I used in paying off my debt was for me to go and reconsolidate. You know, debt consolidation. You see, I have to go to do consolidation by try to get a loan from somewhere that the interest rate was not as high as, and the money I get there, they just give me a certain amount that I will be able to pay. So I just have to use that method, collected that money, and go to pay the most heavy one. And the third thing I did was, I had to go and sit with my lender, or my lender. I told the man, look, you see how the financial situation that we have in Nigeria is. Please, guys, you need to help me. Please, you have to bring down the interest and the terms of this paying off this loan for me, please. So because things are not the way I thought, so you have to go to your lender. You have to go to somebody that borrowed you money, renegotiate both on the payment terms, both the capital and the interest, and also retalk and plead with the person to understand with your situation, so that the person can bring down the rates and also the interest, and even the time frame that you're going to pay that debt. Actually, that depends on the kind of loan, because there are some bank loans that they are interested in their terms and conditions. And when you want to borrow or you want to lend money too, you know where you actually go for. And not the fourth thing that I did was for me to cut every spending, and I made my spending, I create a budget. That budget was aligned with my spending and my values. It's not everything when you owe somebody's money. It's not everything that you will buy in the market. Like we women, we always like to buy this. I had to cut off buying nothing except maybe things that like food, everything like clothing, like that. Just did away with it, because I know that there is something that is bothering me. So you have to create a budget. You have to align those budgets with your spending values. You go for what economists call opportunity cost. The most important. Not everything is a necessity. You have to go to buy necessities so that you'll be able to pay off somebody. Yes, like the previous one that I was talking about, another way that you can pay off your debt very fast is for you to use every gift money, every dashing money that maybe a friend or relative or anybody dashes you use that to pay off that debt immediately. Don't use that money for anything. You know that you have a problem, and the problem is for you to pay someone's money, and that with an interest rate. So that was how I used every money that came in through gift or through dashing. I just use it and pay off that debt, and that was off my neck. Then another method is for you to beg the lender, or I have said that already, or the borrower, that the person should just understand with you. That is, you renegotiate on the debt terms and the interest rate, so that depression, because truly when you owe debt, your whole lot of mind and thinking is soaked into it. Except there's somebody that wants to borrow money and you don't want to pay back. But if somebody like me, all of my life, all of my thinking was, how will I be able to pay back this debt? The next thing is for you to start from the bigger loan or the bigger debt, the most bigger debt, because maybe you owe 1 or 2, 3 persons. Start to pay off one after the other. Every income that come in, you must be able to pay. And another thing is, please remove your mind. Don't get depressed because you owe somebody's money. You owe somebody's money is not the whole world that is crumbling around you. I know that situation that makes a lot of people, that it makes people to owe so much kind of money that you even think you will not be able to pay it off. Just remove your mind. Make sure your state of mind, your brain, everything in you does not really carry along with this. Because if you want to put your mind with the kind of heavy debt you owe, I tell you, you can go depressed, and that's not the best. If you live, just believe in yourself and believe in God, and if you live, you'll be able to pay off this debt. And that debt is not debt. Yeah, debt is not debt. So you'll be able, as far as you live, to pay off your debt and finish it in time. And the last thing, or not the least, never you even pray that you owe. Because if you don't owe, all your thinking or your mind will be settled and will be at rest. So guys, do well by, and also make your own comments.